Alrighty then, folks. What's good and what's happening and how are you doing today? Mr. Adventure here, or just call me Mr. M.A. or Mighty Son or Mighty Adventure, the multitasker, the one and only, and welcome back into another reaction video at your service. Alright guys, it's time for Death Battle! That's right, since the fact that the last time the Death Battle is back with a brand new chapter, new season, and it's all in full swing. And the first battle that was Omni-Man versus Bardock, and I know that there are some people still debating how the fight could have been a little bit different, but it is just what it is, and I'm just more of a neutral guy, if you know what I mean. But still, though, it's just I need this in my life because it's just been crazy, and I'm just glad that the Death Battle has returned. So this is good, and I'm glad I wanted to, it better stay that way. So with that in mind, so it is time for another session. It's Joker versus Giovanna, Persona 5 versus Golden Wind. That's right. So two competitors with having a semi of personification of the fabric being that represents of the person. So those are the two things that they have in common. So now the question is that who is going to merge victory? One way to find out is the commence of the battlefield. So let's go ahead and get right to it, and let's begin. Oh, and if you haven't subscribed to this channel, be sure to do so, and that just flick the tiny little bell and have your notifications turned on for every new video that's going to be posted on this channel from yours truly, your friendly neighborhood reactor man, the soul of the Japanese brother man, the king of metal / J metal reactor is what I do. It may not be as 100% perfect, but it is the best effort that I could do for every single one of you out there, because this is what I love to do. So let's get cracking and let's get right to it. So without further ado, in 3, 2, 1, and time to react.
This battle is sponsored by Marvel Snap.
Joker versus Giorno.
The Phantom Thief of Hearts and JoJo's Golden Gangstar.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Ren Amamiya wasn't prepared for this to happen. When he witnessed an innocent woman being harassed and stepped in, he had no idea her assailant was one of Japan's most prominent politicians.
Poor Ren was forced to leave town, lose friends, and transfer to Shujin Academy. There's definitely more fun ways to ruin your life.
But his run-ins with corrupt authority figures was only just beginning.
One might call it a theme. And it wouldn't just be dealing with your garden variety scumbag gym teachers.
Yeah.
Ren and his new friends found themselves in a whole new world. The Metaverse! Oh, that's scary. Yeah, that one.
Derived from the works of Carl Jung, this collective unconscious is like an alternate reality formed from the amalgamated thoughts and feelings of mankind. What humans believe, or even what they fear, directly shapes it.
And inside this crazy mental realm, those who have been corrupted by power and abused the weak have become evil superpowers, just like how they're viewed by many of their victims in the real world. Victims like Ren and his friends, Ryuji, An, Makoto, Pancakes, and the Animal.
They may have been
Morgana.
helpless against crushing institutional might in the real world, but in the metaverse, they had a way to fight back. Personas.
As part of the summoner's inner self, personas can become incredibly powerful spirits.
By using their personas to battle their foes in the metaverse and steal their hearts, the source of their moral corruption, Ren and company could cause such foes to repent in the real world. So the friends formed a band called the Phantom Thieves, with Ren as their leader, codenamed Joker.
And Joker's first persona was the awesome Arsene.
With razor-sharp claws and the ability to curse enemies with dark energy, Arsene was an excellent persona to start with.
But Joker's a wild card. Literally, he can capture as many personas as he wants. He's gotta catch them all, because they each have their own crazy powers. From shooting fire, ice, and lightning, to dishing out status effects, healing, and resistances, to lobbing actual nukes at the baddies.
So Joker can fight with manifestations of deities like Beelzebub, Odin, and Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Wow, he looks way different
Yeah.
than in the paintings I've seen.
Yeah.
Wait, did you know
what?
that a persona is connected to their user's own stamina? So when a persona is shattered, even though it's not like dead, it does rattle the user pretty badly.
Well, without his personas, Joker can still rely on his guns, grappling hooks, smoke bombs, etc.
Might not sound like much compared to summoning actual Satan, but in the metaverse, perception is reality. No, really, it actually works like that.
In the real world, Joker's gun is only a prop. However, with Joker's reputation in the metaverse, this prop becomes a god killer. As the Phantom Thieves' reputation increased, so did their power, simply because that's how they were perceived.
I need to
Kinda
get
like
back
how
on the
personas are
Persona
empowered
5
by the social
Strikers. I
links
haven't
Joker
played that
possesses
game
with
in a
his
long
friends.
time.
Yes, in the world of Persona, hanging out with your buds makes you stronger. Anime! Game!
At their max, social links can bring a wildcard user
Yes,
back
there
from the
is
brink
the-
of
there is
death,
a Persona
instilling
5
them with
the
willpower
animation.
greater than the rest of humanity combined. I guess meticulously gardening your friends like a sociopath has its benefits.
Hey, Wiz, have a cold one on me.
Thanks.
Okay, that's funny. That's funny.
Ah, looks like our relationship meter's maxed out.
Oh, yeah. Well, guess there's no point to us hanging out anymore. Later, loser. I'm gonna
Okay,
go do
that's messed
untested
up.
pharmaceuticals and date my teacher.
Oh. Wait, date your what?
Wait, what
Over
did
the
you say?
course of his adventures leading the Phantom Thieves, Joker's bonds made him as powerful as the gods he commands. He can dodge Lucifer's Morning Star, which summons an energy beam that travels several light years in seconds, millions of times faster than light.
Or survive a cheeseburger that exploded big enough to eclipse a nebula.
What?
Talk about having stomach problems. No wonder Joker can face off against opponents that can reshape all of reality.
Okay, so this
Like
is called
Mario
a Big
King, who
Bang
used
Burger.
the metaverse to rewrite all of reality to fit his desires.
Or Yaldabaoth, who merged the real world and metaverse together.
It was in this battle with Yaldabaoth that Joker upgraded Arsene to create Satanael, the biblical angel of vengeance.
With a big-ass gun, perceive this reality, bitch!
Its
Whoa.
primary attack, Sinful Shell, is imbued with what is known as Almighty Energy, which can bypass any defense, even that from the Omnipotent Orb, which can explicitly rewrite reality.
Yes, very good. Big-ass gun whiz!
Yeah.
And with a shot heard around the world, Joker and his friends prove that you're never too young to change society for the better, no matter how arduous the forces against you may be.
If the man is keeping you down, just call up the Phantom Thieves to put them in their place. They'll never see it coming.
As far back as he could remember, Giovanna always wanted to be a gangster.
Cause damn it feels good to be a gangster. Gone are the days of leaving
Damn
horse
right.
heads in your enemy's bed or squeezing their head in a vice till they pop. Giorno wanted to
Damn, it
be a
feels good
different
to
kind
be
of
a
gangster.
gangster.
A more progressive, metrosexual kind of mob boss.
A gang star.
A shy, withdrawn boy on the streets of
actually,
Naples.
there is
Giorno's
a,
life
that
changed
is
the
the
day he
actual
saved a
name of
wounded
Gangstar,
mobster.
the
In
hip-hop
return, he
duo.
was rewarded with future protection from abuse
Rest
and
in peace to
isolation.
Guru.
This act of reciprocal kindness convinced Giorno of the value of the mob as a social organization, if only it was commanded by the right person.
Someone like Giorno. All he had to do was take control of the Neapolitan Mafia, Passione, and their army of superpowered assassins. Ambitious? Maybe. But hey, he's the bastard son of the insane vampire douche lord himself,
Yeah.
Dio Brando.
Or
Who conceived
Dio.
Giorno while possessing the body of his arch enemy, Jonathan Joestar. This technically makes Giorno both a Brando and a Jojo.
Hence
Oh,
the name
yeah, that's right.
Jojo. Get it?
Well, he didn't just inherit the name,
That's
but also
right.
the Joestar bloodline's power. Giorno possesses a stand, gold experience.
Stands are invisible, intangible, punchy ghosts that protect their user and come with incredible superpowers, like stopping time, making fiction into reality, or cooking Italian food. God damn, give me that one.
And Giorno's gold experience has perhaps the greatest potential of any stand in the series.
Yeah, so
with just a
healing,
touch, it can imbue
intangibility,
inanimate
life
objects with
creation,
golden life
and
energy.
Turning
light
them into
shot.
any plant or animal in an instant and back again. Giorno uses this with maximum creativity, like disguising using a gun as a banana so you accidentally blow your own brains out. A gorilla's worst nightmare.
Giorno is, frankly, a super genius when it comes to Gold Experience's abilities.
Like transforming bullets into flesh to heal the very wounds they made, or changing a brick into a snake that can detect body heat and find a hidden enemy, or turning his teeth into a special kind of jellyfish that filters out the toxins in the piss he was drinking. I thought I was the only one who did that.
Should the object Giorno gives life to be a part of a greater whole, like turning a tooth into a fly, it will attempt to return to its original source.
Not only that, any damage Giorno's creations receive will be reflected onto the opponent.
Giorno can even imbue living things with this same energy. This supercharges the target's consciousness, causing them to outpace their physical body, and leaving them totally helpless to counterattack.
It might seem like you got 10 times faster, but you're actually experiencing time at a way slower rate while your body is stuck in the same position. Imagine a Muda to the nuts felt for 20 straight seconds. Forget about it.
Especially when you're hitting as hard as Gold Experience. According to the Jojo Veller art book written by the mangaka himself, Gold Experience has a speed rating of A, putting him in the same league as stands like Star Platinum and Silver Chariot, which are faster than light.
And although his strength stat is only a C,
like
he can
Joker.
still shatter cars like glass and keep up with ace strength stands like Sticky Fingers. Perfect for a merciless stand rush that lasts 7 pages long. Daddy Dio must be so proud.
With Gold Experience at his side, Giorno joined Passione and rose to challenge its reclusive leader, Diavolo.
Wait. Diavolo?
Yeah.
You're telling me that Giorno, the son of God, battles the devil, just like Jesus, whose full biblical name is Yeshua, or Joshua. Ben Joseph. Joshua Joseph.
Yeah.
Jojo.
Yeah.
We're moving on. Diavolo's goal was to get his hands on a stand arrow. And when a stand is pierced by a stand arrow, it evolves.
So, Joe got it first and transformed Gold Experience into the most broken thing in anime. Gold Experience Requiem.
Requiem stands change the rules entirely. It's almost like they elevate your stand beyond the need for combat. Gold Experience Requiem can, in short, negate any action taken against it and return it to a state of 0, shifting reality back to square one.
Let's say I woke up this morning, got myself a gun, and fired it at Giorno. With Gold Experience Requiem, no matter how accurate I am, the shot will always miss because I never fired my gun.
That is returned to 0. And also a horrific example of gun safety. This applies to any attack made against Requiem, including from Diavolo's stand King Crimson, which can infamously skip time, erasing the universe for 10 seconds. And Requiem negated that.
It undid time being erased, while time was already erased, which meant there was no time to unerase the erased time, and
Meaning that
That's right, Boomstick.
Diavolo
Requiem's ability
never
acts
exists.
independently of time itself. Sound crazy? Well, Requiem can counter the stand made in heaven, which can accelerate time across the whole universe into infinity. So that kind of range of Requiem's ability is actually consistent.
it also reduces your willpower to 0, so you can't even fight back.
Even your death can be returned to 0. After pummeling Diavolo into pulp, Requiem prevented him from dying, forcing him to relive the experience of being killed over and over in a series of never-ending alternate universes for eternity.
Just when you
Yeah.
thought you were out,
This is
Requiem
kinda
pulls you
like
back in. The second you hear
this
that
is the
piano
kind
start
of the
playing,
torture
run.
of
And
all
so Giorno
of all
took
kinds
control
of
of
hell.
Passione and turned it into the peacekeeping social organization he always dreamed about.
With its streets free of drugs, Italy's youth could rest easy. Their hopes and dreams could be carried into the future on a golden wind. Vento Areo! Wiz, you gotta play that mobile game with all the superheroes and the cool art.
Oh, are you talking about Marvel Snap?
Yeah, that one, the card collecting game.
It's more than that. Marvel Snap is a fast-paced dueling card game, like really fast.
Both the cards and the locations you play them in have unique abilities that change the course of a match, making it a real head-to-head battle.
And it's easy and quick to get into. I was kind of worried I'd have to spend too much time learning different cards and rules, but no, it's actually really intuitive.
And look at that 3D art! So cool! There's hundreds of cards and thousands of art variants, and they add new cards each week. Plus, they just opened something all new, the Vault, with all kinds of exclusive goodies.
Sure, but hang on. This guy I'm playing against right now is really tough.
That's because it's me, loser!
Oh, shucks.
Download the Marvel Snap app now, available on the App Store, Google Play, and Steam.
Or visit marvelsnap.com to learn more.
Combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a
Death battle! Let's get it.
Gold experience.
Are set!
Right now?
Giorno, Giovanna,
That's
your
quick.
heart is twisted.
It is ours to take. Shoki Fantasma. My dreams aren't yours to take.
Persona!
You'll never see it coming.
The golden experience can feel the same, so does Giorno.
Checkmate.
Having a tag team moment.
Alice!
Impossible. A second stand. You never took the time to understand my gold experience. All objects given life by gold experience desire to return home.
Yeah, it's basically just what returning back to you.
His persona creates life. I've got to nullify that.
Jack Frost! Ice Age!
The arrow of the stand.
This Shoka Fantasma is justice. This is
It's already too late. Okay, we have to include that from the actual anime of that shot.
Joker?
Won't allow it, Joker!
Keep fighting! You can do it!
You die now,
Joker!
Joker's got it!
Kill you again myself.
Maybe you didn't hear me
Oh,
before.
damn.
Checkmate.
Simple shell. Yeah, I think it's not gonna happen. Ooh, damn. Okay, that's cool.
Giorno never had the makings of a varsity death battle winner.
This was an absolutely fascinating matchup and far from an easy call.
Joker versus base gold experience wasn't close though.
Sure, Giorno's powers threw Joker for a loop, but Joker and his personas were millions of times faster and could take on universe busters.
And there was no doubt Joker could see Giorno's stand, considering he could spot similar beings like shadows.
Add in the versatility of Joker's hundreds of personas, and Giorno could get quickly overwhelmed.
But that's where Requiem came in, and the game changed.
With its ability to nullify any action taken against it, even ones that can affect entire universes, Joker's regular arsenal was rendered moot.
Remember, Requiem could act independently of time, so Joker wouldn't be able to avoid Requiem's ability. He'd have to beat it outright.
Take when the Phantom Thieves faced Maruki. The group couldn't resist the reality warping effects of his powers. He even had an ability that nullified actions against him, similar to Gold Experience Requiem.
But Joker still had an ace up his sleeve. While Requiem can reduce your willpower to 0, Joker's social links were able to recharge him.
And finally, we have Joker's almighty attacks, which could bypass reality warping
yeah.
defenses like the Omnipotent Orb. the perfect counter for
That bends
Requiem.
all the
And
laws
this is actually
of
backed up in
all
JoJo. While
laws of the
Requiem only
universe.
has one appearance in the manga, it did show up in the game Eyes of Heaven.
There, it faced off against the world over heaven, which can overwrite reality to overpower any attack, including Requiem's return to zero. That meant an almighty attack that can bypass reality warping would have the same effect, giving Joker the option he needed to land a killing blow against Requiem's perfect defense.
Dio is such a dick, he literally ruined his own son's death battle.
Giorno was brilliant, but Joker had the versatility, experience, and almighty power for the final blow.
Giorno missed his golden opportunity and had a shell of a time. Hey, Wiz, hear what I said? I said Giorno missed his golden opportunity and he had a shell of a time.
The winner is Joker.
Thank you.
Next time on Death Battle.
Oh, wait!
Subscribe and join as a member
Okay.
to see more Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
All right, cool. So, King Bowser and Dr. Eggman. That's gonna be for that's gonna be for this coming month of November. All right, cool. So that is gonna be interesting. It's the boss versus the boss. Yeah, Nintendo versus Sega. All right, so both, Joker and Giorno are good, but I think that when it comes to the versatility and the speed that goes for Joker, and and even though with the golden experience Requiem that can reduce everything or anything that reverts to zero, but that still won't be enough. And given the fact that he can summon the Sential that bends all laws of the universe and all the physics, that it's basically it doesn't matter in that form. And especially with the sinful shell, that is going to be impossible. Not even of the rapid punches that could break through of that one giant shell of a bullet. And I'm sorry to say this, but that instantly that bites the dust. But it was a very good fight. And it was a pretty quick one too. That I also like to add that. So that's kind of a little crazy, don't you think? And what would have been the case of that if Joker actually faced someone like Jotaro Kujo? I think that the results would still be the same. And if that was the case, but I think that even if he could use the time freeze, but it's still that he would at some point he would have the breakthrough of it, but that would be another fight for another day for this one. But this was pretty good, and again another good choice of having like Giorno and Joker to square off, and I think that it was a pretty good fight. So hit the like button and also leave the comments down below. Kini Itar Kame Kudasai, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. So enjoy the rest of the afternoon, but for old time's sake, have a good night, have a good morning, and most of all, be blessed. Arigato goisamashita, do itashimashite. Same money time, same money channel. But take care and have a good day and have a beautiful night. Matinee.